Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and I think a few thousand of you are following Fiat Leak, maybe possibly on Twitter. So this word or phrase, Fiat Leak, what does it mean and where did it come from? Well, it's a term that's been around in the crypto space for a while. I'm going to take you to a channel called Bitcoin Uncensored. Now, this channel hasn't uploaded anything in well over a year, but it is one of the earliest channels in the space. And this clip takes you all the way back to May 2015. Have a listen here.
What's up, party people? Chris DeRose here, Community Director of the Counterparty Foundation, and in today's video, I wanted to address the question, what is the Fiat Leak? So this is a term that was around, I guess as early as like 2011, I want to say, is when I really heard it the first time. And there's this notion back then, and this notion may still be true now, but there's this notion back then that fiat was leaking. It was leaking into the crypto economy. And of course, at the time, the numbers were so small, and even now the numbers are very small, but there's something to this notion. As we see digital currency and certainly Bitcoin start to succeed, we have to ask ourselves at what expense? Where is this capital coming from that's coming into the Bitcoin system? And while certainly wealth can always be generated through work and all kinds of other means, in the case of Bitcoin, what we see often is this notion of burning to create Bitcoin. So you take it to like the next level of comprehension, and you start to realize that Bitcoin is created by burning dollars. Now, more specifically, it's created by burning energy, but that energy is paid for, and it was paid for in dollars. Those dollars don't disappear from the economy. What actually does disappear is usable energy.
What a profound statement. What really does disappear is usable energy. Wow, have things have changed, right? Because the narrative around that energy usage now has really changed since 2015. So let me take you to the Fiat Leak platform. This is a website that has a visual representation of trading activities, focusing on transactions that involve the exchange of fiat. Mr. B, XRP, did a really good video back in April that explains a lot of how this site is working. And because of some of the correspondence that I have received in my comments, I really felt it was necessary to address this. And the reason why is because I had someone ask me just in the last couple of days, what is wrong with Japan? Don't they like XRP? There's nothing happening from Japan. Well, this site works with APIs that plug into exchanges. There are hundreds of exchanges around the world. There are more than 20 just here in Japan. And this site only has 118 exchanges as of when Mr. B XRP did that video in April. So this is just a small slice of the entire market space. And these are only trades that are fiat to crypto and tether to crypto. So I don't know, you could say that it is fun. Yes, I really enjoy it, but it is really part of the entertainment of this space. It does give you a little bit of some of the feel of sentiment and momentum and how the space is really trading, but just in a tiny fraction of the whole entire space. So on April 12th, the people from Fiat Leak gave us a new feature that looks like it's coming. And this is raw footage that you see. And it looks like it's tied to the future price. So it's going to be very fun as well. But just remember that it's a fun site. And yes, Japan loves XRP. Very much so. It's just you're not getting the full picture when you're looking at that site. And I do think that many of you know that, but there's so many new people in this space that I thought it very important to bring that up. If you really want to dive down deeper into volumes, either by different types of way to get into XRP or by the way of volume for exchange, you want to go to Crypto Compare, and it works for any of the projects that you're interested in. You click on your project, and then you want to click on analysis, and you're going to get this volume by currency and also the volume by exchanges. And so you can see the leak is coming from many places. USD Tether, yes, and then also BTC, and then the US dollar, the Korean won, the Japanese yen, Ethereum, the euro, also the USD coin, the stable coin. So many sources. And this is going to be a place that will give you a much more accurate, though it's maybe dry for some people because it doesn't have that visual appeal. It's funny how we are so attracted to the visual side of life. But this is still a super resource for you. Okay, I am going to show you that a lot of people experienced getting a URL not found on this server. And I think that this is so often a 404 error, for example, when something is deleted from the server. It's not a DNS error, so don't get confused. The DNS is the domain name server, where think of it as a phone book of the internet. But this is where the link is dead. It doesn't go anywhere. And a lot of people received this when they tried to go to the XRP Price Calculator. This calculator was very handy. It was based on the valuation model that was developed by Susan Athey. So it wasn't developed by her, but based on the valuation model that she had. And actually, I know the person who manages that site, which if you are still wanting to see where it is and how you can still use it, of course, use the Wayback Machine. And yeah, even in the Wayback Machine, it still calculates. So it is possible because it has been screenshot for a few years. And when you use the default that it's set up with, the value of XRP with the default was $1,632. But so, you know, I talked to this person on the phone today, and I asked, why is the site not live anymore? And what he said, without giving too much information, is that for his life, he's moved on to some other projects. And also, too, the site was needing a renewal at the end of this month. I happened to notice it was due on August 30th. So I think the cost to maintain it was probably one that he decided not to do, since his world has changed. But I do think for all of us who used it in the past and played around with it, we will miss it. And if you do want to take a look at it again, it can be found, and you can get that calculator to work on the Wayback Machine. All right, talk about things that are removed. Gosh darn it, I can't understand this one at all. So I did a video a couple days ago, and I included one of the video links to Emi Yoshikawa, who did a fantastic presentation on Ripple and XRP. And actually, part of her presentation was with Spring, too. And it had the English translation. It was really fabulous. But the video has been removed. It was taken private. I'm not sure why. And so I know that feeling when everybody went to look at the calculator and it was gone. You start to, really wonder. Things start cooking up in your head that aren't necessarily true. So I think there's always an answer. I have no idea why, though, that they took this video down. It could be something. I didn't hear anything that Emi said was controversial, and she really stuck to the script, and there was I just don't understand it at all. But for that FinSum channel, they are still uploading. In fact, they are uploading a lot. Just as a matter of an hour ago, there are 5 new videos, and one of which I thought was super interesting. It was with the Bank of Japan, along with the Central Bank of Europe, and also the Bank of Canada. And they're talking about the CBDCs. And there is just a lot to figure out still with CBDCs. I know so many people think that we're just going to see them quickly here. Well, we're going to see them in Cambodia and the Bahamas probably by October. But for these larger nations, there is still a lot to work out, especially when it comes to the technical aspects like the privacy and how does it work offline, etc. I mean, there's just so much. When you listen to this, you can understand that it is just not going to happen really soon. However, the Bank of Japan does feel like they have a win-win relationship attitude with banks and non-bank service providers. And so if you are one of those people who love to dig in with the CBDC information, this is a great video. Okay, everybody, I'm going to jump to the fluff. So Japan is always wacky. It's wacky. We have a big expo coming in 2025 down in Osaka, and these are the 5 finalists for the logos that were put forth for that expo, some of which I really like. I don't know which one I like the best. Maybe this one is the one I like the best, but it is not the one that won the final cut. Yep, this is it. So I think it's the craziest one of all. And it is the winner of the Expo 2025 for its logo. Oh my gosh, Japan. Okay, so another kind of strange new norm that we're in. Kabukicho is a part of Shinjuku, which has more than 1,000 places to eat and drink. And it's very well known for its kind of tiny, cozy places that sometimes only have enough room to maybe allow 6 or 7 customers in. Very, very small, tiny little watering holes. And in this watering hole, they have changed the rules. It is a no speak place to go and relax in, and you write down everything that you want to communicate, and you use the little book with the pencils that are provided. And even this interview was done through passing notes back and forth. Oh gosh, are you kidding me? I mean, I just think this world has just gone crazy. I can't imagine. Well, if you really want to have a sharp pencil and practice your handwriting, I guess this is the place to go. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.